Hi, my name is Eileen,
And my name is Yareli.
and welcome to the Carr, Chisme podcast.
Time to spill some tea.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff of the Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA. Go SpaceX. Godspeed.
Introduce himself.
Okay, I'll introduce myself. Hi, everyone. I'm Mr. Gonzales. I'm currently the PE teacher at Carr. I teach 7th and 8th graders. I've been teaching, I want to say, at Carr about 8 years. I've been teaching altogether 26 or 27 years. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so the first question is, do you have a favorite class period?
I want to say yes. I mean, they're all have their good points and bad points, but I want to say my fifth period class. And that's because it's a smaller number. I don't have as many students in this class like I do in my other ones. So it makes it easier for controlling the class as far as behavior and teaching everyone individually at the same time. So I would say my fifth period class is probably my favorite.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite student?
That's hard to say because there's so many that I want to say are good in my class. I really don't want to say one particular favorite student because then, I don't want to hurt the other ones. They're going to say, well, gee, Mr. Gonzales left me out, and this and that. I have a bunch, if I could say their names, if that's okay. Okay, to start off, some of my favorite students is Jacqueline Asmescu. I think I butchered her last name. Eric Mejia, Johnny Orozco, Santiago Osorio, Frankie Morales, Alexis Barbola, Angeli Salbaranes, I don't know if I said that right, Mariano Medina, Valerie Sanchez, Christopher Ramon, Edwin Diego, Ramon Ramirez, Jordan Rivera, Paola Rayo, Heidi Rubio, Raul Armenta, and Simon Rojas. And students, I'm sorry if I left some of you guys out either. And last but not least is Elaine Rico, who is not my student. I had her last year.
Thank you.
So those were, you could say, is some of my favorite students.
How come I didn't get you for a teacher this year?
You got to talk to the counselors. That was their fault. I told you could transfer. I gave you permission to tell the counselor that you can transfer to my class if you want.
I'm gonna talk to her.
Okay.
Okay, the third question is, do you have any children?
Yes, I do. I have two boys, Joey and Jacob. They are, one's in 6th grade and one's in 5th grade. Right now they're a handful. I'm on them all the time about doing their schoolwork, respect, cleaning the house, all that stuff, being on time. But they're my two mijos, and I love them to death. I always remind them that I love them, and they always respond, Daddy, we love you too. We do a lot of things together. I take them surfing. I take them mountain biking. Right now they're in junior lifeguards, so I have to take them to the beach all the time. They were playing Little League Baseball, but then when the COVID started, everything just kind of shut down, so they sort of had to stop doing that. Then one thing that really bothers me that they like to do is this these darn video games. They're always playing Fortnite. What's the other one? Minecraft. And I can't think of all the names, but they're constantly on them, and we get in big arguments, about them playing these dumb games. I said that you need to go outside and make up your own games and exercise. So, so.
Do you like the subject you teach?
I want to say yes. I think yes, I do. I chose it, and I think the reason why I chose it is because in high school and in college, and even after college, I was an athlete. And so after I got out of competing a lot, retired from competing, I decided, I just kind of like being physically active all the time, and why not be a PE teacher? And I wanted to coach also. So that was another reason I kind of became a PE teacher. And what I like about it is at times I'm able to play with my students. If I have a good class and they're on task, then I'm able to play a game with them, whether it's basketball, dodgeball, whatever. Lately I haven't, because I got some students that just I'm not looking to kind of wander off and stop doing stuff. So I always got to keep on them all the whole time. So I'm unable to play. But for the most part, I like being outside too. I like the outdoors. I like camping. I backpack and camp a lot. So I like being outdoors. I don't care if it's hot, cold, whatever, windy. I just like the elements. So, and then I don't have to dress so professionally, Like I know Mr. Galvan, he wears a nice shirt and some slacks and some shoes. And me, I'm just wearing a pair of athletic shorts, a t-shirt, and a hat, and that's it. So that's another thing I kind of like about being a PE teacher. And then, I want you guys to learn a healthy lifestyle. As you get older, you got to keep on exercising or do something. Find something that you like that's physical, okay? Whether you like hiking, biking, swimming, whatever. I just try to teach my students that. So, and again, I try to show an example by, sometimes playing with you guys and girls.
Is there another subject you would have wanted to teach?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe something like biology or science. I kind of like, well, actually, I like biology better. I just more like that subject, and what is very interesting to me. I remember being in high school and college, biology was like really caught my attention. So I got pretty good grades in that, even though people think it's kind of hard. To me, it was very interesting. So if I had another choice, it'd probably be, something like in science or biology.
Okay, the last question. If you weren't a teacher, like at Carr or nowhere, what would you want to be? Like, you can be a teacher anywhere.
Okay, I get it. So if I had another choice of an occupation, I would want to be a fireman. And the reason why I say that is I think that profession, first of all, I like working with people and helping people, so firemen do that. Second, it's a highly respected occupation, whereas if I tell somebody, I meet somebody, oh, I'm a PE teacher. A PE teacher? I hated my PE teacher. I hated PE, or I hated any teacher for that matter. So, with the firemen, I have a lot of relatives. Half my relatives are teachers. Half my other relatives are firemen. And they always talk about their job and how much they make. And they're very tight group of, how do you say it, people that stick together. So, that would be another reason why I would want to be a fireman. And another one I think I would like to do, it's sort of out there, but is like be one of those guys that you see on TV that travel the world and they look for artifacts. Archaeology, I think they get their degree in, but that's something I would love to do because I like traveling the world. I have traveled the world. I've been to many places, especially I want to see back in the early 70s, 80s. I was competing during the communist era. And so going into a communist country was totally different for me. It was like night and day. It was like walking into from from Paris, France, which is watching a movie that's all in color, and going into Moscow, the Soviet Union. It was like a black and white movie, just the colors, just the people's personalities. It was just night and day. So I would like to have an occupation that I travel a lot, and going back to that, like Expedition Unknown, which I watch a lot on TV, on Discovery Channel. So I think that was someone I like Indiana Jones, exactly, just like that, stuff like that. I think that would be my fantasy occupation right there.
Where would you like to travel to?
Well, I've been to so many countries. I think if I had to go back, there's some that I want to still see more. Switzerland. I love Japan. I lived in Japan for a year. I've been to Japan 5 times. I could live there. I would want to go back again. I'd like to go to Australia or New Zealand. At one time, we were planning, my wife and I were planning to go to New Zealand, and then something come up, so we had to cancel that trip. A place that I think I would like to live, if it ever came down to it, there's a place in Argentina where I learned how to snowboard, and it's called Carlos de Bariloche, and it's in the Patagonia range, and it was beautiful. It was at the time it was snowing, and we went there in the summertime. But as in, the bottom half of the Earth, when we're in the summer, the bottom half of the Earth is in the winter season. And so it was like being there in Switzerland. And later on, I heard that a lot of Swiss people had migrated to this mountain town in Argentina, and it was like being in Switzerland. So the food was good, the chocolate was good, so I had a good time there. So I think that was one place I'd like to live. Any other questions?
I don't know.
Yareli?
No, that's it.
That's it. Okay. I'm glad to, see you guys again and
thank you for
entertain you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.